Hello you guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my August monthly reset. This month actually marks 2 years since I started filming these monthly reset videos, which is just wild to me. Like, I can't believe it's already been 2 years. I feel like I just started these and they've become such a big part of my channel and what I love to do. I don't think I've missed a single month since I started, which is huge for the program. And yeah, they've just become such a core part of my channel and a core part of this community that I've created, and I love them. I love watching reset videos. I just find them so motivating and inspiring, and just seeing how different people prioritize different areas. If you've never watched a reset video of mine before, firstly, welcome. Hi, I'm Ella, I'm 26 and I live in Adelaide, South Australia. I do a lot of lifestyle content, vlogs and personal finance videos. And every month I sit down, I go over my budget, we have a look at our expenses, what we spent, what we saved, how much debt we paid down, and then set up a new budget for the new month. And then I also go over my goals and my intentions for the new month as well, which I love doing as well. I actually just filmed my mid-year reset, which went up a couple days ago. If you guys haven't watched that, go check it out. It was so enlightening. Just seeing everything from an annual perspective was so interesting. My eyes were opened and I've come away feeling so inspired and so motivated for the second half of this year, just to like smash goals, rein in the budget a little, and just live my best life. Hopefully the weather will be warming up in the next couple months. We'll have a little bit more daylight now that we're coming out of the end of winter. I have a trip coming up in August, which I'm really excited about. I'm excited to bring you guys along. It's just gonna be a good month. Without further ado, I guess we'll get into it. I can't believe it's already been 2 years. 2 years of doing this. And you know what's even weirder? This was not intentional or planned in the slightest, but I'm literally wearing the exact same thing I was wearing in that video. Kind of spooky. I look completely different. I look a lot more fresh faced. That was before I got a mortgage, and I'm a lot more tan because I haven't fake tan in weeks. And my hair is a lot longer in that video. But otherwise, like, something's never changed. Same old outfit, same old me, clearly. Let's get into it. I think I'm going to change things up this month and go over my budget first and see how we went with that. Normally I go through my goals, but you know me, I like to keep you guys on your toes, keep things fun and fresh. Here's a little sneak peek at our annual totals. I went more in depth on this in my mid-year check-in to see how we're tracking with those. Plot twist, not very well. I mean, well, in some respects, but also not in like my coffee spending and our eating out and like all of that stuff that we really need to rein in. Let's talk about July. Okay. July was a month. Income wise, it was pretty much what we expected. Nick's paycheck has been like all over the place and I didn't budget it correctly. He's been like between 2 different pay rates for ages because he went on a secondment and then he got back paid and then he got a pay rise. So it's just been really hard to figure out what his actual pay is because his paychecks have been so different every single month. But I think now we know. I think it'll be around this figure, which is good. Just to have a bit of stability in the budget once again. My pay was a little bit more though. This paycheck I worked to Saturday, so I got paid a little bit more. Social media was a little bit less, or I actually took out less than I normally do because of taxes. Oh my gosh, I started doing my tax return and I nearly cried. It's so bad. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I did so wrong, but like I owe a lot of money, which I've been setting aside money. Like whenever I talk about my social media income, it's after tax. So I've been setting money aside, but like clearly not enough. And I think because I work part-time and with that job, I'm technically under like the threshold. There's like my HEX debt and stuff, which yeah, anyway, I'm on top of it this new financial year. I've got like a registered accountant and all of that stuff. So I'm tracking it. I'm using a full like accounting system now. So hopefully we will not be in for such a shock next financial year. But yes, I technically made more than that, but I've just been setting aside big chunks of my social media money just to cover the amount that I owe on taxes. And I will probably continue to do that for the next couple of months just until it's all done, because I don't like owing anyone any kind of money. Surveys, I made $250, or I cashed out $250. Miscellaneous, this was $150 worth of cash that we had, I think from like selling something on Facebook Marketplace when we moved. And monthly rollover was $450. Bills, nothing out of the ordinary there. Subscriptions, I did sign up for Amazon Prime accidentally. I need to cancel that because I've made a couple of Amazon purchases. It's really easy, like they make it too easy to get Amazon Prime, and sometimes I don't even realize I've done it. I'm like, oops, there we go. And then my Apple subscription's $14.99 because I have to get more storage. They get you there. Moving over to our expenses, the fun stuff. So groceries, we've spent $680.47 this month, way more than we normally do, but the last month of this year was a Monday and we go grocery shopping every Monday. So this does also include like an extra grocery run, I guess technically. Like we'll be starting the month of August with fully stocked groceries for a week. So look, it's still more than we would ever normally spend, and I think we've ever spent in a month. I think maybe it's just like the cost of living. Groceries are so expensive. We used to be able to spend $80, $90 every single week. We'd be lucky if we can get it under like 110 nowadays. It's crazy. I think a little bit of that, and then also having people over and entertaining, that definitely adds up. Eating out, $457.27. We were out of control. You're seeing a lot of red here. I know, it's alarming. It's alarming to me as well. I knew this would be the case. Like before I even really looked at our budget in detail, I knew that it would be really blown out in this area. I just feel like we've both been making a lot of frivolous purchases. And when I say both, I mean Nick and I, my husband, we do share finances. I'm sure you won't mind me saying that we've both just been like a little bit crazy, feeling a little wild, and not really thinking about where our money's going. I think we've also been feeling a little bit directionless, like we don't really have a financial goal that we're both mutually working towards. That definitely has changed, which I'll talk about when we go over our August budget. But when we don't have like a mutual goal that we're working towards together, I think it's easy for both of us to just be a little reckless, a little happy with our spending. So yeah, definitely was the case this month. Home, spent $238. That's fine. We're still establishing ourselves in our new home, so I'm okay with that. I just need to get better about predicting and budgeting. Gifts, we spent $288. It was my mum's birthday and then a couple of friends' birthdays. Nick bought me some flowers, which I put under here, so that's fine. Coffee was a little bit over, is what it is. Takeaway, we were right on budget, which is stunning. I feel like we've been pretty good about that this month, I will say. It's the one thing that we've been good at, is sticking to our takeaway budget and only getting it like once a week. Entertainment, we were under. Social, over. Alcohol, we were under. Metro, $35. We spent $72.31 on rideshare. Didn't spend any money on books. I spent $48.51 on makeup. $12 on miscellaneous. I think that was just like paying for parking. And then Mabel, we spent $225 on this month. That was for a new bag of food. Dog food is so expensive, or at least the one that we get is, but only the best for our Mabel mood. And obviously in the long run, it's better for her and will hopefully save us money and keeping her healthy and happy. And then I also made a big pet circle order as well. Savings wise, we saved $1,000 towards our emergency fund. $1,271.33 we saved and then consequently spent on travel. That is for our Tasmania trip. We booked our flights and then all of our accommodation. I still have some to pay next month, but most of that is paid for. That's all we really did in terms of savings. We just went crazy with our spending, so we didn't have any money to save. Like, I don't know how else to explain it really. And I don't like this feeling. Like, I don't like knowing that we've made X amount of money for this month and we don't really have anything to show for it. Obviously there's going to be months like that, but I feel like this was unnecessary spending. Debt, again, didn't pay off as much as we would have liked to. We paid the minimum, like the principal and interest on our loans, but nothing extra really. Here's a little look at where our money went. 17% went towards our mortgage and then the other 13% towards our land. So what's that? Quick maths. 30% towards our mortgage, 12% towards travel. Travel is one thing that I'm always okay with spending money on. I think life is so short and life is there to be lived. I think this is another thing that I've really been struggling with, and I'll talk about this when I get into our August budget, but I guess it's really about like what's important to you. I love eating out and I love getting coffee. I just don't think it needs to be to this extreme. Travel, however, I think is one thing that I will never not spend money on. Like, I love travel. I literally work in the travel industry, so making those memories and enjoying this time in our life I think is so important. But it's like almost an internal battle between like, I know that this money could be so well served elsewhere towards paying off our mortgage or our car or whatever it is, or investing, but instead we're going to spend it on traveling. And so yeah, it's like this really fine line between reaching financial goals and setting yourselves up for a good financial future, but then also living your life and traveling and experiencing, and yeah, I don't know. Anyway, travel 12%, emergency fund 9.5%, groceries 6.4%, 4.3% towards eating out, 4.3% towards our car loan. We spent $412 or 3.9% towards our clothing. Yeah. Mabel Moo made up 2.1% of our spending this month. Here's everything on a larger scale. 34.3% went towards debt, 9.5% towards bills, 34.1% towards expenses. That's like our all of this stuff. Like groceries is an essential, but everything else, well, I guess petrol is as well. And 34.1% of our spending this month was on those unnecessary discretionary expenses, which is really what kills me. I would like to do that a lot lower, and normally it is. 21.5% towards savings, but as you know, we have spent this money. So it's not really savings, is it? Maybe I should add travel to here to like show that we then spent that money. I don't know. Maybe I'll just put it here and then remove this, because then that would really give us like an accurate look at everything. So we saved $1,000 and then we spent $1,271 on travel. So 46.2% towards expenses. I feel like that gives us a better gauge on everything, because I know that we didn't save that money. Like we saved it, yes, we set it aside for our trip to Tasmania, but then we've also spent it this month. I don't know if that's the best way of doing it, but I'll leave it like that for now. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. Anyway, that's it really. I don't know what else to say about July. It was not the best month. It lacked intention, it lacked focus, and I'm ready to close the chapter, firmly close it. We're gonna fucking super glue it, and we're gonna start fresh. Paycheck wise, let's have a look. I think it might be a 3 paycheck month, which is my favorite. It makes me feel rich. 1, 2, 3. It is a 3 paycheck month, baby. Yes. Okay. So 1, 15th, and then this will be the 29th. No, that's wrong. I've got those all wrong. We get paid on Wednesday. There we go. Gorge. This paycheck will be the 9th and then the 23rd. And then my social media, I always say the 21st or the 22nd. Surveys will cash out. Does August have 31 days? It must do. 30 days of September, April, June, November. Yeah. 31 days. The song doesn't lie. Okay. I'm going to put 2,450. I think it will be around this amount. My paycheck, I have got a pay rise, a 4% pay rise. So I'm, again, not sure what that's going to look like, but we'll just lowball it and say 1,300. And then once I get my first real paycheck, we can see. Social media, I'm going to say $0. Now, that's not to say that I won't be making any money from social media this month, touch wood, but I will not be taking any percentage of it from my business account. It will all be staying in there, going towards taxes, business expenses, all of that. We're not going to be touching any of our social media money. Kind of controversial, and I'm interested to see how this plays out budget-wise. I don't know if, maybe I don't have a choice. Maybe we'll have to touch it, but we're going to see if we can leave it at 0 and just really keep our expenses down. Surveys, I'm gonna say 200. I don't think there'll be any miscellaneous. Monthly rollover, how much have we got? 172.06. And then this paycheck will be 2,450. Cool. So that gives us $10,322.06 to play with. It is a 3 paycheck month, so I feel like not paying myself any money for my social media is okay this month. I feel like we can make it work. Rent, $0 because we don't pay rent anymore. I should technically delete this from my spreadsheet, but I think that will affect all of my annual totals because this is an annual budget. We'll remove it next year. I can't believe this year is already nearly over. Can you guys believe it? Insane. And then all of our fixed expenses, nothing is really changed here, so we'll move this all over. Oops, wrong. There we go. Oh, you know what we do need to add? Pet insurance. I think we have a payment for this coming up this month. I'm not sure how much it is exactly. The first 2 months we got free from our breeder, which is amazing. $35.32 per month, which is not too bad. We've got a pretty good cover. I know not everyone believes in pet insurance. I think it's a wise decision. I guess I know some people are of the mentality that you can just put that money into an emergency fund or like a separate fund for your pet, but I just know that we wouldn't do that. And if anything did happen before that fund was fully funded, I guess you could say, I would hate to be financially stressed or burdened by it at all. So I feel good about having pet insurance. It puts our mind at ease for sure. Subscriptions, nothing out of the ordinary here. Oh my goodness, I am all over the place. Cool. We'll delete our Amazon Prime, cancel that. Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. Okay, groceries, I want to keep under $4.50. We used to do it before and I know that we can do it again. We're just going to be a little bit more strategic about what we're buying and what meals we're making. I think I want to do a TikTok maybe of like what we have bought for the week and what meals we're making with the groceries that we made. Let me know if you would like to see that kind of content. I always get questions about how we keep our grocery budget so low. I mean, last month was not low at all. What was it in June? I think it was also quite high in June. $5.57. See, like we haven't had the best luck. $5.62. Maybe this is not realistic anymore with these prices of groceries. $4.20. Last time it was $4.20 was in April. So look, maybe I'll say 500 to keep it realistic. 500. Okay. Eating out, I want to keep to 150. Petrol, we'll say 200. The price of petrol is quite high at the moment, so I feel like that's realistic. Clothing, I don't think I need anything, and I don't think Nick does either. We'll say $100 just in case. Home, I'll keep it 150. We'll say 100 for gifts. Coffee, I really want to rein in, so I'm gonna say $100 for coffee this month. Health, we'll say 50. Takeaway, what was it last month? We stuck to it perfectly last month. 175. I feel like that's pretty achievable. Entertainment, we'll say 100. Social, I think we have one thing planned this month. I'm gonna say 100 for social. Alcohol, 50. Metro card, 30. I'm only going to office like twice a week these days, so 30 is fine. Rideshare, we'll go 50. Books, I'll say 20. I haven't really been buying many books because I haven't been reading. Makeup, I'll say 20. Miscellaneous, we'll go 50. And then for Mabel Moo, we have a vet appointment actually today, which is, it's the 1st of August when I'm filming this. I don't know how much that's gonna be. Last time we went, it was like $180, I want to say. That was for like a worming tablet, the consultation, and then her vaccinations. We'll say 200. Cool. That brings us to $2,145. I want to get this under 2,000, so we're gonna have to skim entertainment. You're going down to 50. Sorry, buddy. Health. Who cares about our health? $20. I don't really need anything. I don't think we need anything. Maybe some vitamins or something, but nothing. We don't really need anything. Coffee. Going to 75, buddy. Maybe 80. We'll go 80 because that gives us like 2 coffees once a week. So a coffee each a week. $1,870. Really like stripping it all back. I would actually love, and I think this will be one of my goals this month, to do a no spend day 3 or 4 times a week. Obviously that's like unnecessary expenses. Anything like day to day, like groceries or petrol, doesn't count, but 3 or 4 no spend days in the month of August, apart from our Tasmania trip, that's the exception. Yeah, $1,870 for our total expenses, including groceries, petrol, which takes up most of the budget. Clothing I'm bringing down as well. Sorry, I don't need anything. We'll say 75. I really just like want to cut out all of this unnecessary expense. Gifts, do we really need to spend $100? Probably not. $50 will do it. $1,795. Stunning. Okay. I added travel as well to our expenses for this month too, because we're going to be going to Tasmania. I'll come back to that because I haven't worked out the exact calculations for what we'll be spending this month. In terms of our debt, I think we're just going to pay down the minimum this month across all of our loans. We are quite ahead on all of them, especially our car loan. I think we've already paid off 5,000 or 6,000 and we took out the loan in April. So pretty happy with that progress. This month is just not the month for paying off any extra debt, and that's okay. Our priorities are elsewhere and that's fine. I'm nervous to see how much money we have left over because I will not be taking any money from my social media. Oh, okay. $3,825.56. I guess we'll factor in our travel expenses. Let me work this out. I'll go more in detail on how much we're actually spending for our trip, probably at the end of my Tasmania vlog. I'm gonna say 2,000 to towards our trip. Maybe 2.5. Just to feel comfortable. Which leaves us with $1,325.56 left to save. So this is going to be going straight towards more travel. And that is an every dollar budget, baby. Now, our trip to Europe is something I already kind of briefly touched on in my mid-year reset, but in case you guys didn't watch that video, we are planning and saving for a trip to Europe. We're thinking and hoping, and I've ran the numbers, so I think it's definitely possible. We are planning for April, May next year, which gives us enough time to save. It's only an 8.5 months, which is crazy. So it doesn't give us a lot of time, but it gives us enough time to be able to save a reasonable amount. I ran the numbers. 8.5 months with the amount that we want to save, would have to save just under $2,500 per month. Obviously this month we're only saving $1,300, so that's not enough, but we are also traveling this month. We already have a holiday that we've pre-booked. So there are going to be some months that it fluctuates, especially over Christmas. I'm sure we're not going to be able to save as much as we would like to, but there'll be other months that we'll be able to oversave and compensate in that way. So that's the beauty of saving and having a longer term financial goal, is that as life kind of ebbs and flows, we can adjust our savings to match that. So yeah, $2,500 per month is our goal in order to comfortably travel Europe for about a month is what we're thinking. I do get some pretty good agent rates as well, which definitely helps, especially with things like accommodation. Flights are quite expensive, just like life is expensive, but it's something that we really want to do. We would love to do it around that time of year. If not April, May, it would have to be like September, October, because I just don't want to go in the summertime. It's too hot, it's too busy, it's too expensive. It's just not for me personally. So $2,500 every single month until we go is the goal. Feeling really good about it. I'm feeling quietly confident. I love having a longer term financial goal because I feel like it really focuses both of us, especially in our relationship, like knowing that we have a common goal that we're working towards. And anytime that either of us are about to make a unnecessary purchase, we just ask ourselves, is this gonna help me reach my financial goal? Yes or no? Usually no. It's worked for us really well in the past. Yeah, I can't wait. We've had a location change. I've moved up to my office because it's finally organized, or like somewhat organized and functional. I can actually sit up here and film, which is so ideal. The lighting is a lot better than it is downstairs because the sun's starting to set, but really excited to be up here. I can't wait to make this space my own and really decorate it to its full potential. But even right now, like I just feel so calm and relaxed up here. I love it. Anyway, let's talk about our goals. This is my new goal and habit tracker. I showed this in my media reset, so I won't go too into detail, but it's from Press Reset. This isn't sponsored, but I do have a discount code if you guys want to use it. It's Ella30. They also have a budgeting spreadsheet as well, which is really cool, but this is kind of what it looks like when it's all filled out. We've got the different categories: goal set, goals achieved. I love a good graph, a good visual. And then my daily habit tracker, if you guys remember at the beginning of the month, I was looking for a digital habit tracker like this, and it's so cool that it's like incorporated into every single month. Got weekly to-dos, monthly reflection, all of the things. So I think it's gonna be such a nice addition to the resets every month. I'm really excited about it. But let's set some goals, shall we? I didn't set any for July, so I have really nothing to reflect on. We're starting fresh. I'm feeling motivated. I'm feeling inspired. I've got all my different categories. Got personal goals, health and wellness, financial, business, and career. You can customize these to suit you and your needs. We'll do them together, shall we? I'm not very good at multitasking. Typing and thinking and talking at the same time is not my strong suit, but we'll try our best. Personal goals, enjoy Tasmania. I feel like that's a easy one to achieve. I know that we're probably gonna have the best time, and it's not really a SMART goal. It's not very measurable. Like, how are we gonna measure that? It's definitely achievable, but I don't think it's measurable. I'll know in my heart of hearts whether or not we enjoy it. I just really want to be present. Enjoy Tasmania and be present. It's not often that we take time off of work and actually spend time together, so I'm really looking forward to it. Speaking of spending time together, I really want to prioritize date nights. I think maybe 2 date nights this month. I've seen this TikTok. Oh my God, this is what I mean. I can't multitask. 2 date nights. I've seen this TikTok multiple times of this girl. I forget what her name is, but her and her husband do 2 date nights a month, one inside the house and one outside, and they take it in turns planning it. I love that idea. Really like forcing yourself to get creative and get out there and do something, and knowing that you're both doing it for each other. It's not just one person that's left planning everything. I love that concept, so I'm gonna try and incorporate that. This is also a habit which I will incorporate maybe we'll do, the goal will be read 2 books, because I am taking a week off. Even though it's not like a flop and drop kind of holiday, I'll have more time to read. Read 2 books, and then we'll set the daily habit as read every day. Gorge. Health and wellness, daily movement. We'll put walk as our daily habit. We'll say gym 3 times a week. When I get back into the gym and making it like a regular thing. I kind of go through spurts where I go like consistently for a few days and then drop off and then back on, but like actually getting into a good routine. So we'll track this with gym. It's not really a daily habit, but just being able to see what days I do go and keep track of it that way. And then we'll go try 1 new recipe a week. I like forcing us to try new things. Sometimes we get into the habit of cooking the same old dishes time and time again, and there's nothing wrong with that. We enjoy the food that we cook and it's well balanced, but sometimes it's nice to just like branch out, see if you like it, and then if you do, you can just add it to the rotation so that you're not cooking the same old stuff. I think we'll leave it there. Financial goals: have 4 no spend days a week. And we'll track this as a daily habit as well. No spend day. Can we add a little emoji to make that more exciting, please? Please, for the love of God. There we go. Oh, set up offset account. We were meant to do this last month or in the month of June and we never got around to it, so I really want to do that this month. What other financial goals? I feel like I need 3 at least. We've got a theme going on, 3 of each category. I'm not going to be able to think of 3 career goals though. Hit target at work. I did do that this past month, which was super exciting. We had one last hurrah that like pushed me over my target, which was really good. I think that's achievable. I can't think of any other career goals. Sorry, I'm like bouncing around here. Let's stick with the financial goals. Save 1,000 for Europe. I think I budgeted 1,300, but just in case anything goes wrong, we'll keep it achievable. Business goals: upload 7 videos. I usually upload once a week, sometimes twice, sometimes 3 times. I'd like to push myself to upload 7 videos this month, so almost twice a week. Hit 46,000 subscribers on YouTube. We're actually really close. I think this is quite achievable if all goes well. Make a TikTok. This is a big one. This is actually one of my annual goals. It's to start on TikTok. I've been feeling really inspired with TikTok recently. Just watching it, I have so many ideas of videos that I want to make. August might be the month. I want to post on Instagram 4 times this month. Not for like a way of gaining followers or anything like that. Obviously that's a bonus, but it's more so just to push myself to stop overthinking it, let go of that imposter syndrome, just get out of my own head. So I have so many photos that I could post and share. Instagram stories, I don't care. Like I'll post literally whatever, maybe too much. But for some reason, an in-feed post, I just get in my own head about it. I'm like, no one cares about this. I'm not gonna post it. And then months go past and I haven't posted on Instagram in 6 months, half a year. Yeah, I think that's all in terms of business. Oh, I'll say keep up with, this is kind of a financial and business goal, but keep up with accounting software and just inputting all of my expenses. I'm trying to stay on top of my finances this financial year, so I really need to stick to that. I don't have any other career goals. I wish I could give you some, but I have none. Okay, let's have a look at daily habits. We've got read every day, walk, gym, no spend day. What did we have in July? I feel like I had some good ones going. Oh, no social media for the first hour of the day. We've definitely got to add that one. Really been enjoying that. We'll add those as well. These kind of go back to the goals or the habits that I set with the 186 challenge. If you guys remember, I talked about that in a recent vlog. 10-minute tidy, I think this is a good one as well. And I'll change this to workout because it might not be the gym. It might be like an at-home workout or something. Self-care. I don't expect to do this every single day, but I do want to see the days that I do it throughout the month. At least 4 times would be ideal. I guess we can make this a personal goal. Prioritize self-care. Yay! I think that's it, guys. And then weekly to-dos I'll add to this as the months go. And then we can reflect on the month in my September reset. Oh my gosh, this year is actually flying by. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I just blinked and suddenly it's nearly 2024. Anyway, thank you guys so much for resetting with me for the month of August. I really hope you all enjoyed watching this. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel out and I really appreciate it. Subscribe as well if you're not already, and follow me over on my Instagram. Help me reach my goals for August. Thank you so much. Yeah, I hope you all have a fantastic August. I would love to know what one of your goals are for this month. I love hearing all of your goals and just getting inspired, getting different ideas. And I feel like leaving it in the comments just helps hold each other accountable. So yeah, if you have any goals, feel free to leave them down below. Let me know how your month went, and I'll see you all very soon for another video. Bye guys.
Do just what you want.